The United States is the largest global provider of humanitarian aid, with Grenada receiving substantial support through the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. As a result, Grenada is expected to feel the impact of U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order issued on January 20th, which suspends billions of dollars in aid managed by the U.S. State Department, USAID, and the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. This suspension is set to affect thousands of programs worldwide, jeopardizing the health, safety, and livelihoods of millions. During a press briefing on Wednesday, Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall stated that this suspension will ultimately affect Grenada's fiscal outlook for 2025.
USAID usually gave grants to countries around the world, including Grenada. If the US has taken a decision to basically cut off that facilities, yes, it would affect some of the projects that would be funded by that. Again, I am not at this stage able to tell you how much of our projects will be affected by that. But most of the projects that we used to get funding from USAID were small grants to take care of certain things and so on. So yes, it would impact, but not significantly.
In July last year, following the passage of Hurricane Beryl, the U.S. government, through USAID, pledged $1 million in immediate humanitarian aid to support relief efforts in Grenada. The funds were intended to provide crucial support to those most affected by the disaster, assisting with emergency response efforts, including logistics, clean water, shelter, and cash assistance. When asked whether Grenada had received the $1 million, the finance minister expressed uncertainty.
We don't want to say yes at this moment because, again, I know we got funding from them in the early stages and so on. I'm not sure it's up to the $1 million, but I think we would have gotten some funding from them. I can't confirm it's $1 million or not. I would have to get my accountant general to confirm the figures that we got.
Upon taking office, President Trump quickly halted all but the most urgent food assistance, aligning with his America First policy, which aimed to realign the nation's foreign stance. His executive order suspends new commitments and disbursements of development aid for 90 days, pending a review. On Sunday, Trump shared a message to the nations dependent on USAID.
The ones that have been, the few that have been legitimate, in terms of getting legitimate money, we'll probably put it through the State Department. It'll be handled by Marco Rubio, highly respected man, Secretary of State. There's no reason for USAID, when you look at the politicians that have been in there sucking the blood out of it, when you look at all of the fake deals, I mean, look, all you have to do is get a list of all of the things you can see by the heading. It's fake, it's fraudulent, it's probably kickbacks, where they send the money and then it gets kicked back to the person that sent it. So the ones that are good, and there are not many of them, but the ones that are good, and there are some, will probably have that be handled by Marco Rubio.
Starting January 24th, officials from the State Department and USAID began issuing stop work orders to thousands of implementing partners, contractors, and grantees around the world. In addition to halting assistance programs, stop work orders were also issued to numerous projects focused on gathering critical data on infectious diseases, disinformation, human rights abuses, and programs supporting at-risk pro-democracy activists, according to Human Rights Watch. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.